Welcome back to Hayes on the Range, y'all. We did it. Or I should say, Bryce did it. He did his first competition. It was a steel challenge. Y'all know this is my second steel challenge. So we're going to go over, we're going to show like our best run, our worst run, and just like an extra one. And they all pretty quick or whatever. So first we should talk about the guns. We were in the carry optics division. I used the Smith& Wesson HD competitor. It ran just fine. I had no hiccups. I even put like this aftermarket KKM barrel in here, and it was accurate enough. I just got to work on my trigger pulls. And Bryce, he went with the Walter PDP steel frame, 4.5 inch. Uh, we do have that ZR Tactical spring and guide ride, so it was kind of weird. I think it got a little bit to do with grip strength and depending on what ammo. Like if we use 124s, we didn't have any issues. But on some of the 115s, Bryce had a little issue where it was failing to go in the battery each time. So it was a whole thing. I don't know if I'm going to show some of those. It was a little rough. Maybe just so y'all can see how it's malfunctioning or whatever. But yeah, let's get to what we placed. So yeah, Bryce finished 44th out of 45, which is good for your first one. You didn't finish in last place. That's all I aimed for. I think I was like 2 away from last place on my first one. I finished in 36th place. The thing about this steel challenge, you see all these people at the top? They all using 22 rifles. So like overall, it's kind of tough. Now if we go to carry optics, which is the division I was in, or we were in, I finished in 4th and Bryce was in 7th. But it's his first time. So it's a lot of like mixed categories in this steel challenge. But we're gonna get to the first one. We're gonna see what Bryce thought about it and all this other stuff, how he was feeling. We'll be right back. I don't know why I said that. We'll be right back. All right, Bryce. So this is your first stage ever in the competition. How were you feeling? Tell me how you was feeling going through this.
All right, so on the way there, I was like, on the way there, I was not nervous at all. I was actually kind of excited and pumped up, but we got there, set it up, got ready. But as I was getting closer to my turn, like everything changed. Like I started to get nervous a lot more, like a lot of butterflies. Like my heart started racing and stuff.
Yeah, and so like everybody was pretty cool since it was his first time shooting. They had him go last, so that probably makes it worse. Like it's good to see everybody go, but then it kind of sucks because like you see everybody, especially like the lady that's ROing right there. She like an A class steel challenge shooter, and she was beaming. So then all of a sudden you get up there like, oh shoot, how am I gonna shoot that fast? And you try to push it a little further. So that factors in a little bit too. It's just the anticipation. So let's take a look at it. Like I remember the first time on mines, I was like, oh shoot. I was hyped on the way in. Then I got here and I was like, oh, I really don't. It's hot. I don't feel like being here. And then once I started, it was kind of a mess. But then after you do your first or second stage, it'll be all right. So here he goes. Bryce's first time.
Okay. Deep breath.
They were
for me.
very helpful.
Relax.
She was like talking them through it.
Wiggle your toes, tongue off the roof of your mouth.
Oh, she told you to
Fun.
move your toes.
All right.
You got
hands
this,
in
Bryce.
Surrender when you're ready. All right. Shooter is ready. Stand by.
That was a good draw. Okay.
Take your time, Bryce.
All right.
Is that when I can see my dot?
Yeah. So on this one, I forgot to set them up right, y'all. Or we forgot to go over this. Well, the thing is, let me see where I want to start. So he started off pretty good. He missed one shot. And it's other people in other bays shooting, so sometimes it's hard to hear the steal. So he hit the second shot on the second steal where the RO had to tell him, like, it's a hit. Go to the next one. So then when he got to this one, apparently he kept shooting, and I was like, what's going on? Like, I know Bryce could shoot better than this. Is the nerves getting to him? He lost his dot. It wasn't bright enough. Because the safe area where you do your where you can handle your weapon, it's actually kind of like shaded. So in there, like the dot was bright, but then you get here right in the middle of the sun, and it's super bright. Like you could barely see the dot because of how bright the sun is or whatever. So I forgot to kind of give him the heads up of like check your dot and make sure everything was going right. So you got anything you want to put in on that?
Yeah, I just couldn't see my dot. I don't know why.
Lean forward a little bit.
I just said I couldn't see my dot, but I don't really know why.
Yeah, I think it's probably because of the sun, and then like steel challenges. Once you miss once, then you start kind of panicking. You start missing again. So we're gonna go to the next one.
Ready. Stand by.
All right, so this was my first one up.
Nice.
It wasn't bad. I took a few extra shots. I actually only missed once on each target
String
because
number
before
2.
I had a trouble where I was like
Shooter ready.
missing multiple
Stand by.
times. And I just wanted to show like this last run I had on here because that was actually pretty good. It was a pretty decent string.
Shooter ready.
All right, I think this was the last string right here. The only thing I had a hiccup. Oh, I thought I was gonna zoom through that. I got a little too excited, and so I missed that last target twice.
Hammer.
But all right, we got our first one, our first stage in the books. How was you feeling at this point, Bryce?
At that point, after the first stage, I was actually feeling like a lot better. But as we got through the first stage, I was just thinking about like what I could have done better and like stuff like that. But yeah, that was really it.
And also, too, they did tell you like next time when you up there and they say make ready, go ahead and check your dot. So we're gonna go to the next stage, y'all, and show what we did because this was like Bryce's best stage on this next one. So this was I think this was your first run on this stage. So this is a different stage we was doing. Bryce, he checked his dot before, so he was good to go. This was his best run of the day. Let me tell you, if we could have consistently had this happening, we would have been in there. Look more ready, confident. There we go. Lean forward when you were shooting. Everybody was hyped. It was like, oh, let's go. So yeah, how'd you feel after that first one, Bryce?
After the first one, I felt pretty good. I felt better, and yeah, I was just like happy that I hit all my targets right.
Right. Yeah. So that was pretty good. You was kind of pumped up, but y'all know what happened after every time you had that first good run. The second one, you start feeling yourself a little bit. It just happens everywhere. We're gonna see what you do on the next one.
Relax muscles or fast muscles.
Yep.
They're trying to give them pointers, relax the muscles.
Shooter ready. Stand by.
Your draws is pretty good. There you go. All right, y'all. So that was that one. Yeah, you drawing out the holster pretty good and getting on target pretty fast. But that happens with everybody when you have a good run. The next one, you just want to zoom through because you start feeling yourself. Like I do that every time. And then it's probably my worst run on the next one. All right, so this is the one where you can kind of tell because
Stand by.
I forgot to mention, I'm used to bringing enough ammo for me, and I had like some higher grain rounds or whatever. I forgot I had to bring like 400 rounds of ammo for this match. So we did start getting low on like the competition rounds. So then we just started using 115 Blazer, and that's the one that kind of has him like whenever he's shooting it on this Walter, it kind of affects the going back in the battery. So here's this. But he handled the malfunction perfectly fine. Just racked real quick. Didn't really throw him off. Yeah, so that was good recovery. So
Way to recover.
I don't even think we really even practiced malfunctions, have we?
No,
So how you know how to do that?
I just did it. I don't really know.
You're a natural. All right, y'all. So we're gonna show one more.
Shooter ready. Stand by.
Oh no, that was not zoomed on. All right, y'all. So this is probably my worst run of the day. I just kept slanging. I missed 3 on that first one. I think I was just trying to have like a super fast run because I was like, F it, we just gonna keep rolling. But yeah, it wasn't a bad day overall. We're gonna give our final thoughts on
Shooter ready.
how we felt. How was it, Bryce?
Looking back, I'm actually glad that I went to that competition because it was a great experience. Like next time, I'm gonna know what to do and I'm gonna be more prepared. And yeah, that's it.
Did you have fun?
Yeah, I had fun.
Yeah, it was fun. Like, especially with that one run he had, I was like, I was a proud uncle. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was like, oh, that's my boy. Like, that's what we've been shooting outside of the backyard for. Yeah, so, yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was cool. They kept saying, "Is that your son? Oh, your son? You could tell he could handle a gun." Like, I didn't even correct him anymore. At that point, I just said, "Yeah," like, because I was trying to say that's my nephew or whatever. But yeah, it was a good time. He gonna be leaving soon, so like I don't know if we're gonna be able to get another competition in under our belt, but I definitely wanted him to get like the steel challenge because you don't really have to run around, so that kind of worked out better for your first ones. And you didn't end up in last place. We know what's up with the Walter. With the Walter, you got to use 124 grain for you, or maybe you might have to go back to the CZ. I don't know. But yeah, appreciate y'all watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace.
Peace.